Because of these emerging technologies, such as being able to locate the consumer, combine that with purchase data, and combine that with third-party data such as weather, events, traffic, you now can bring the three dimensions of personalization together, personal preferences, location, and time, and create the right message to the right consumer at the right time. All of that has to be decided, though, before the consumer enters into, these different targeted opportunities. So that's the nature of predictive marketing. The good news is that the mobile phone has created a conduit to the consumer, but that other platforms that have not historically been digital, such as point-of-sale data, cash registers, are now opening up thanks to emerging technologies. Coupled with machine learning and artificial intelligence, that deluge of information is now consumable. The future will be that brick and mortar starts to behave very similar to the digital services that consumers have become accustomed to, not just because the technology will now be available for that to be achieved, but because consumers will demand it. And we'll start choosing brands that are leveraging that approach to marketing to them. Personalized messages, right message, right person, right time. Consumers will exceedingly choose brands that message them in that form versus brands that are still relying on, legacy broadcast methods for marketing. So achieving this is very challenging. Number one, because it relies on massive amounts of data. The good news is that the data is there. The bad news is it's really hard to get to. Then once you get to it, the sheer amount of data that you need to essentially draw the types of conclusions that you need out of the data to start getting predictive is very complicated. That's where emerging technologies like artificial intelligence and machine learning can help. But the talent pool to really effectively employ those technologies is pretty small. And therefore, there are a lot of barriers to accomplishing this at scale. If I were to advise on a first step, it would be to take it. What I mean by that is there is a long roadmap of opportunity in front of us in terms of achieving personalization, but there's a lot of low-hanging fruit. For example, just getting the right message at the right time, maybe not to the right person, but starting, the implementation or pursuit of at least one of the spheres of personalization. Making sure that, for example, people get their offer for a haircut before their next haircut, instead of sending the same offer to your entire subscriber base, which might include a lot of people who got their haircut yesterday. So leveraging what you already know, and then building from that, taking incremental steps, and also leveraging a strong attribution path. So when you're measuring this, measure the effects of personalizing your messaging back to sales, looking for incrementality and then building upon success.